3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, welcome back to True Life TV, real people telling real stories. So today I decided to shoot a little impromptu video. It wasn't planned, but rather it was inspired by the tragic events that happened to the 23-year-old law student from, I think it's Fort Harare. So basically I was just like thinking about how we are so used to hearing such things as South African women that when you hear about it, it no longer shocks you anymore, and how messed up that actually is. But also I was thinking about like, how can we protect ourselves as women, and how GBV, it seems as though it's not going to end. The government isn't helping us because there isn't much that they can do. We can't rely on men to, call one another out, because clearly, I mean, they're trying. I think there are some, what do you call them? The men's groups that they have, real men, the campaigns that they have. But I don't think those campaigns are really making much of a difference, because every single day there's a woman who's being beaten. If she's not being beaten, she's being killed at the hands of her partner, worst of all. So, I mean, as women, I think we know this. And especially living in South Africa, I think as women, no one's coming to save us, guys. No one's going to help us. So I think that we need to do what we need to do to stay safe. And I think sometimes women take this stance where they're like trying to be feminists, like, oh, so now I can't wear what I want to wear. I can't go where I want to go. I can't do this. I can't do that, just because men can't control themselves. And, unfortunately, yes, because you have to, you need to like look at the times, look at the place where you live, the area you live, the country you live. We're in South Africa. This is the country with the third highest cases of gender-based violence in the world. I spoke about this in one of my videos before. And yeah, especially when it comes to like partner-based violence, it's the highest in the world. So we know this, unfortunately, as sad as it is, but we must do what we can to protect ourselves. So if you know that you're going out late at night and you're gonna pass by a dodgy area, rather leave with a friend, if you really must go through the dodgy area at night, or rather don't go there, sleep over at a friend's house, or take an Uber. I mean, Uber's also not safe these days, but whatever you do, try and take precautions. Go with your friend, all the time. When it comes to the whole dressing thing, and I know that it sucks, that you can't wear whatever you want to wear, but like, be careful. We live in South Africa. This place is dangerous. Be careful when you go out, what you're wearing. I mean, I've seen some women that go out with clothes that are like super provocative, and you passing, a dodge area, and you want to try be a feminist, like, no, I can wear whatever I want to wear, girl. You will die. Like, I'm sorry to say this, but you have to be careful. You will be raped. Like, let's just put it out there that we mustn't even try and, think that these men are gonna like, I mean, yeah, some of these men that do these things are honestly monsters. Just like what happened to Uyinene. And sometimes even if you're dressed appropriately and you're not even walking at night, she was walking to the damn post office. It was in the middle of the day, and then this monster decided to attack her. So things like that happen in this country, and we need to try by all means to stay safe. Always walk with your friend, or walk with someone if possible, And I know that sometimes it's not possible to do such, but we need to try as much as we can. And then also, I think that women also need to stop staying in like these relationships that are toxic. Because if we can share a little story, I had a friend who called me this one day. It was last year, I think. And actually, I got a missed call from her, and I was like, okay, what's happening? And then when I went onto WhatsApp, I saw these pictures, and her man had beaten her. Okay, so obviously, immediately I started freaking out. I was like, dude, what's happening? You know, who did this to you? I was honestly, I didn't know if maybe her dad or her mom had like gotten angry and did that to her. And she was like, no, it's my man. And I was like, dude, you need to get out immediately. You know, I was like thinking like, dude, should I come and get you? Should I organize someone to come get you? Should I ask my parents if you can come stay with us for a while until you can like find a place? And she told me that no, they're gonna like sort it out, and they've called their families and stuff. And she stayed with him, you know. The next thing I saw, they were cuddling up, posting pictures, everything was fine, back to normal. So that's another part that like kind of makes me mad when it comes to these gender the intercouple violence, because these women, like, he's gonna do it again, you know. Even with my friend, yes, things have been okay up until now, but I'm literally, I know that it's gonna happen again, because it's kuqala kancane. He hits you once and it's like a slap. Next time it's gonna be worse than the slap. Next time he's gonna punch you, and after that he's gonna kick you in the head and you're gonna wake up in the hospital. It always goes like that. And then after that he's gonna kill you. So even with this law student, I don't know the full story of what happened, but I'm sure if we spoke to her friends and stuff, they would tell you that she was in a toxic relationship with this guy. He was jealous and, you know, didn't want her to talk to other people. He was possessive, you know, all of these toxic traits, but then she still stayed with him. And I for the life of me, woman, why do you do, like, why are you staying with someone who clearly does not value you, you know, someone who is clearly unstable, like someone who can do that to you, kill you and then put you in a bag? That person is not okay. But kuqale kancane, and this is the thing, women stay even after men show them exactly what they think of them, you know. He hits you and stuff, and then you stay. And I honestly, it's sad, and I don't know why women do it. I don't know why women stay. But yeah, that's something that's on us, you know. As much as I'm not taking accountability away from the men who beat their women, but it's on us to say that he hits you and then you stay and you hope that it's going to get better. If he is not getting counseling to ensure that, you know, he really isn't going to hit you again. I feel like it's not enough for someone to buy you some food and then be like, okay, baby, I'm sorry, or flowers, I'm sorry, I'm never going to do it again. I was angry. And then you're like, okay, yeah, sure, babe, sure. And you just move on with life. No, he has to go to counseling. He has to get some sort of help, get him arrested so that he knows that he's not going to do it again, you know, and so that he knows that if he does do it, you're going to report him, you're going to get him arrested, you know. I think we take too much shit, and that's why we end up dead. And that's like, I'm sorry for saying this. And as I said, I'm not taking away accountability from the men. Yes, they are accountable, you know, and they should be held responsible, locked up, whatever, for what they did. But I mean, you have to protect yourself at the end of the day. I mean, if you're going to be with someone who's constantly beating you, even if you're girl, I promise you, like, it is going to happen. You're going to end up in hospital, if not end up dead. And we see this so many times, yet women still stay in such situations. So when it comes to that, we need to really wake up, if I can say so. Wake up. Get out of an abusive relationship. I know it's not easy. I mean, yeah, it's not easy. I mean, that's why women stay in such situations. But in my last video, I spoke of POA and the fact that they offer counseling. They are going to be able to tell you what the steps that you need to take in order for you to get out of that kind of relationship. Don't just sit there and hope that he's going to change, because we're going to be reading about you in the news and we're going to have to protest and, you know, say your name, you know, these hashtags. And it's just like, we really need to look after ourselves as women. Stop hoping that men are going to change, that your boyfriend that's beating you is going to change. Like, chances are, unless he gets serious therapy, he's not going to change. You need to take care of yourself unless you're going to die. You need to take the precautions that you need to take in order to stay safe in South Africa. Don't go to club bathrooms on your own, because who knows who might slip something in your drink and then kidnap you or date rape you. I mean, I think we all know these things, but sometimes we don't do them because, I don't know, maybe you're thinking it's not going to happen to me. And I don't know, guys, we need to really try and stay safe as possible. And yeah, that's all I have for you today. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay safe, and I'll see you back here soon.